Hi everyone, how are you all? You're watching Let's Zoom Accountancy. Myself, Aminul Jaman. In my today's session, I will discuss about the differences in between the amalgamation in the nature of merger and amalgamation in the nature of process. So please go through the video, watch till the end. Look here, I have written here. Amalgamation in the nature of merger versus amalgamation in the nature of process. Here I have written 5 distinctions or differences in between amalgamation in the nature of merger and amalgamation in the nature of process. And this is very important from the viewpoint of your exam. So look, first, I have made 3 columns. The first column is what? Basis, then amalgamation in the nature of merger, and the third column is what? Amalgamation in the nature of process. So first basis I have taken here, this is nature. What is the nature of amalgamation? So in first case, look, for the amalgamation in the nature of merger, the nature is what? Under this, either one of the entity loses their identity or both lose their existence to form a new form. Here it is said that under the amalgamation in the nature of merger, either one of the company, that means it may be transfer company or transferee company, may lose their existence and identity, or it is said both of the company, that is transferor and transferee company, may lose their existence and identity and form a new identity, okay, new company or new firm. This is the nature of amalgamation in the nature of merger. Then amalgamation in the nature of process, what is said? Under this, the company which is being taken over loses its identity and existence. That means the company which is being taken, that means the transferor company lose their identity and what? Identity and existence. Okay. So what is transferor company? What is transferee company? I have discussed in my earlier video. Please go through that. Next, second point, look, applicable conditions. Applicable conditions. So already I have discussed in my earlier classes conditions of amalgamations. So as per the accounting standard 14, it has set 5 conditions for satisfying what? Amalgamation in the nature of merger. Already I have discussed in my previous videos. Please go through that. Okay. There are 5 conditions for satisfying the amalgamation in the nature of merger. Is it clear? And in case of amalgamation in the nature of process, what is said? If any of the 5 conditions which is set by accounting standard 14 for amalgamation in the nature of merger is not satisfied, okay, then that kind of amalgamation will be called as what? Amalgamation in the nature of process. If any one condition is not fulfilled which are set for amalgamation in the nature of merger, will be amalgamating in the nature of process. Is it done? Next point, look, number 3, valuation of assets and liabilities. Valuation of assets and liabilities. So in first case, that means amalgamation in the nature of mergers, no adjustment is required to the book values of assets and liabilities after amalgamation of companies. Okay, no revaluation of assets and liabilities are made or done, okay, after amalgamation or amalgamation in the nature of merger. But in case of amalgamation in the nature of process, the assets and liabilities may be revalued or may not be revalued. Here no requirement, here there may be revaluation or may not be revaluation of assets and liabilities after amalgamation when the amalgamation in the nature of process. Clear? Next, look, point number 4 or basis 4, what I have written, taking over assets and liabilities. Already I have discussed in the conditions. Now look, in case of amalgamation in the nature of merger, all assets and liabilities will be taken over by whom? By the transferee company after amalgamations. All assets and liabilities of transferor company will be taken by whom? By the transferee company after amalgamation. But in case of amalgamation in the nature of process, all assets and liabilities of transferor company may not be taken over by the transferee company. So all assets and liabilities are may be taken or may not be taken. By whom? By the transferee company. Of whose assets and liabilities? Transferor company's assets and liabilities. Look, the last basis of difference between amalgamation in the nature of merger and amalgamation in the nature of process. So, fixed settlement or consideration. After amalgamation, the transferee company have to pay some consideration. They have to settle it. So, how they pay the consideration and how they settle it. Now, look, amalgamation in the nature of merger, the consideration is called what? This is called consideration for amalgamation, and it may be settled by what? Issuing shares to the transfer company, except by the issue of shares, except that cash may be paid in respect of any fractional shares. Is there any kind of fractional shares? For that only cash will be paid. For the remaining, they are issuing what? Shares to the transfer company. But in case of what? Look, amalgamation in the nature of process, the consideration is called what? Process consideration. Okay, and settlement may be done in any one of the form, maybe issuing shares, issuing debentures, or payment of cash, or both. Is it clear? So these are the various differences in between the amalgamation in the nature of merger and amalgamation in the nature of process. Okay, thank you. Please like, share, comments, and subscribe the channel.